Hi, welcome to PixTile, a pixel art pattern maker. So this is the main page where you can browse artworks created by other users. And the main purpose of this app is to create repeating patterns or textures using pixel art. So first, let's take a look at some of the examples we have here. So when I click on it, it takes you to the editor page, and we can see that the pattern is repeated in a 9 grid here. And the way this is set up, when you draw, any mark you make will be repeated 9 times evenly throughout the image. So let's start by creating a new image, and I have the option to keep the palette from an artwork here, but I'm not going to do that. I'm just going to start fresh. Let's do a 16 by 16. We have 3 options here. So here's a blank slate, and I'm going to start by selecting a color. Let's go with red, and I'm going to draw a heart. So as you can see, since I selected the 16 by 16, the pixels look quite a bit bigger than the last image. The last image was 32 by 32. So we have a little bit of a heart, but I'm going to make it a little bit more complex. I'm going to add some more colors. So let's add a pink color, make it lighter. And we'll add another color. Let's add a yellow color. Reduce the saturation. So I don't particularly like this color that I'm drawing with right now, but I can easily change that. If I select this color in the color palette and then change it, it will dynamically change on the canvas as well. So let's increase saturation a little bit. That's a little bit better of a color, I think. And then I'll just continue drawing. So let me show off the other tools now. If I want to keep drawing here, let's say I decide I didn't want to make that mark, I can use the eraser tool to simply remove that. And this is actually making it transparent. This background you see here is not actually part of the canvas, it's just the background. So down here we can choose a different color background. If you don't like working on white, or you're working with really light colors, you might want to choose one of the darker backgrounds. And if I export the image, it exports a transparency, and it just exports one of the 9 tiles. So you can see right now our image is kind of set in a weird location. Now, if you download this image, it'll be a 1-to-1 pixel ratio size. So let's use this tool to drag our image into a place that's a little bit more centered. That looks much nicer. So it's really important to have these seamless transitions between a pattern. This is a very simple pattern, but if I were to make it a little bit more complex by, let's say, add some more hearts, let's add just a mini heart there. as this image gets more complex, it's going to need much more detailed edges where the bottom meets the top of the next image. And as your image becomes more complex, that becomes much more difficult to do if you don't have these references surrounding your image. A lot of times, textile designers will create a 9 grid and just draw the same pattern 9 times in order to create the seamless edges. So that's what this app does. It just makes that process much easier. It basically does it for you. So let's save this image. I'll just call it heart. And then we go to the browse. You can see that it's down here now. And as soon as I created the image in the database, a couple other buttons popped up here. So create is when it adds it to the database. Update, it will just save any changes that I make. So let's say I add some more colors. Update. Now it's updated. And delete. Let's not delete this one. I'll just delete this one. So click delete, and then now it's gone. So as you can see, anytime you click on any of these images, it will take you to the editor for that page, and you can see the color palette associated with it. So if I wanted to, for example, create a new image based on this color palette, I would just say keep palette, start new, and then we have a new image and we can just start drawing with those colors. If I want to just edit this image, so right now this is, for example, a raspberry PB&J, but let's say I prefer a blueberry PB&J, I'll just select this color and change it to purple, making it a blueberry PB&J, and then I'll save it. Create a new one. So now we have raspberry PB&J over here and a blueberry PB&J over here. That covers all the basic functions of this app. So thank you for watching.